Okay, so teeth of domestic mammals. In previous classes, we discussed about the uh, definitions of the teeth. What is the teeth? What is its position? What are the different types of the teeth? What are the different function of the teeth? Okay, so this teeth, as I told you, it is a dense, white, hard, yellowish structures implanted in the alveoli of the bones, and it's projected into the oral cavity. It's projected into the oral cavity, and its main purpose is to prehence the food and to cut and the crush the food materials, and also it acts as weapon of offense or defense purposes. It also acts as offense or defense purposes and cutting and crushing of the foods. And major function is also that is the mastication of the food. So in domestic mammals, I told you there are two sets of the teeth, two sets of the teeth, that is deciduous teeth and the permanent teeth. So this deciduous teeth, I told you, this is also called the milk teeth or temporary teeth, because this type of the teeth is appear in the early life and it is replaced by the permanent teeth in the late life. So another thing, that is the classification of the teeth. If you will see the criteria of the classification of the teeth, there are so many criteria for the classification of the teeth. Regarding this, first criteria is on the number of the sets of the teeth. On the basis of number of sets of the teeth, there are two types of the teeth, that is the diphyodontic teeth and the diphyodontic teeth and the monophyodontic teeth. Okay, so this diphyodontic teeth is means di means two and phyodontic, there is two sets of the teeth, that is the domestic mammals. Diphyodontic teeth you will found in the domestic mammals, and monophyodontic teeth, that is indicating the one set of the teeth. There is one set of the teeth. So in one set of the teeth you will found in the rat and the guinea pig. There are two laboratory animals in which you will find the monophyodontic or one set of the teeth. And another mammals, that is whales and other dolphins, marsupials and the platypus, these animals have the monophyodontic teeth and only one set of the teeth. Another criteria for the classification is on the basis of the alignment of the teeth. Alignment of the teeth, that is the teeth of upper and lower jaw. So the alignment of the upper and lower jaw is may be equal or may be differ. So if it is equal, upper and lower jaw is equal alignment, that is the isognathous teeth. And if there is unequal alignment, that is difference or difference in term of size and shape, that is called the anisognathous teeth. So isognathous teeth you will find in case of the pig, and anisognathous teeth you will found in all domestic mammals except the pig. Okay, so another classification is on the basis of implantation of the teeth. On the basis of the implantation of the teeth, there are three types. On the basis of the implantation of the teeth, there are three types of the teeth, that is thecodontic teeth, acrodontic teeth and the plurodontic teeth. Thecodontic, acrodontic and the plurodontic teeth. If you will see the thecodontic teeth, the teeth are implanted in the alveoli. Teeth are implanted in the alveoli as in all domestic animals. And another is the acrodontic. Acrodontic means teeth are rest on the surface of the bone. Teeth are rest on the surface of the bone. That is the amphibian. Another is the plurodontic teeth. Teeth are attached to the side of the bone. So pleurodontic example is the lizard. Lizard. You have to remember the example of the pleurodontic teeth, ecodontic teeth, acrodontic teeth. Another is the on the basis of the shape and the size of the teeth. On the basis of the shape and the size of the teeth. First is the heterodontic teeth and the homodontic teeth. Heterodontic name is indicating that is the different types of the teeth with dissimilar shape and size, like all mammals, including we are also. We are getting the heterodontic teeth. Homodontic teeth, the teeth present with similar shape and size, with similar shape and the size. That is called the homodontic teeth. That is the example of the homodontic teeth is the fishes and the amphibians, reptiles, and the some mammals like whale. Another criteria is the on the basis of the structure and the growth of the teeth. This is the very important criteria on the basis of the structure and the growth of the teeth. So this is of the two types, simple teeth and the complex teeth. Simple teeth and the complex teeth. So in simple teeth, there is crown is short, short crown, neck of the teeth is the constricted and the distinct, and the one or more roots. So in simple teeth, what you will get? Short crown, crown is short, and the neck is the distinct, and the one or more roots may be present in the alveolus. Example of the simple teeth, that is the incisor of the ruminants and the teeth of the carnivores and the primates. Simple teeth is again subdivided into the three categories, that is the haplodont, bonodont, and the shicodont. So, simple teeth again divided into the haplodont. What is the meaning of the haplodontic teeth? In haplodontic teeth, you will find a simple conical shape of shaped crown and the single conical root. So, in haplodont teeth, you will find a simple crown and the single conical root. So, root is the single and the crown is simple. Examples are the incisor and the canines of the domestic animals. Okay, except the incisor of the horse. There is incisor of the horse, not a simple teeth. Another is the bunodont. Bunodont is also a type of the simple teeth. What is the difference? Simple teeth in bunodont, there is multi-tuberculate like appearance of the occlusal surface or the masticating surface of the teeth. In the masticating surface, we will find some multiple tubercle like structures on the occlusal surface. Occlusal surface is the masticatory surface, is also called the occlusal surface. Okay, so in this type of the teeth, there is root maybe one or maybe more than one. Examples are the cheek tooth of the omnivores. Another type of the simple teeth is the shicodont teeth. Shicodont teeth. Here, what is the difference in the shicodont and the bunodont? In bunodont, there is multituberculate, and in shicodont, there is multituberculate. But these multituberculate structures have sharp edge. Its edge is very sharp and capable to the shearing or cutting of the food. Okay, so there are difference into the all three categories of the simple teeth. In haplodont, there is simple crown and single root. Bunodont, there is multituberculate cusp like appearance on the occlusal surface. In shicodont, multituberculate is there, but that multituberculate is very sharp edge. Examples are the cheek tooth of the carnivore. You have to remember this example of this classification. Another is the complex teeth. I told you in simple teeth there is crown root, and the neck is the very distinct. But in case of the complex teeth, crown is high, neck is indistinct, and the root are short or sometime may be absent also. So what is the major difference in the simple teeth and the complex teeth is that in simple teeth there is no presence of the infundibulum. What is the infundibulum? You see here this this semicircular like structures, this conical like structures, this one, this is the infundibulum. Is it visible? This central, this is the occlusal surface, this is the occlusal surface. You see on the occlusal surface, on the occlusal surface, on the middle part there is semicircular like area. That semicircular like area is called the infundibulum, and you see in this semicircular like area some dark gray color structures in this area. So this area is filled with the cementum. So this area is filled with the cementum, and this infundibulum is nothing. This infundibulum is the invagination of the enamel. You see this whitish structure is the enamel, and this brownish structure, this is the cementum. So presence of the infundibulum in teeth, that is the major characteristic features of the complex teeth. So this infundibulum is not found in the simple tooth. Understand? Another criteria is on the basis of the form and the position of the teeth. Form and the position of the teeth. There is incisor teeth, canine teeth, premolar teeth, and the molar teeth. Incisor teeth, that is the cutting teeth. This is also called the nippers and placed just in front of the jaw. Placed just in front of the jaw. Another is the canine teeth. Another is the canine teeth. So canine teeth are implanted in the alveoli situated behind the incisor. Situated behind the incisor. Cheek teeth. Cheek teeth is the premolar and the molar and situated on the posterior side of the dental arch. Now you see this is the structure of the teeth. You see this is the structures of the teeth. Now this portion is the crown upper part. This is the crown, and this embedded in the alveolus, this is the root, and here this constricted part, this is called the neck. This is called the neck. So structures of the teeth, there are three parts, that is the crown, root, and the neck. So structures of the teeth you will find crown, root, and the neck. This exposed portion is the crown, this constricted part is the neck, and this embedded part is called the root. So if you will see the crown, that is crown is the exposed portion as I told you, and it is the very hard translucent material covered covered by enamel, covered by the enamel. So entire part of the crown is covered by the hard translucent material, that is by the enamel. A part inside the gum and the embedded in the alveolus, that is called the root. The junction between the crown and root is called the neck. Uh, Crown is made up of the dentine and the covered by the enamel, and the root part, dentine of the root part is covered by a thin yellowish material called the cementum. If you see the surface of the teeth, there are five surface of the teeth. There are five surface of the teeth. I told you occlusal surface, that is the masticatory surface, or it also called the table, or it also called the grinding surface, or it also called the masticatory surface. So these are the surface, that is the masticatory surface, occlusal surface. Another surface is the labial surface. Labial surface is the surface that faces towards the that faces towards the towards the lip towards the lip, that is called the labial surface. Another surface, that is the lingual surface. The lingual surface is the part of the tooth that faces towards the tongue, that is called the lingual surface. And the adjacent teeth have the two contact surface on the both side. So there are 5 surface, 2 contact surface, 1 grinding surface, another labial surface, and the lingual surface. Okay. Now the structures of the tooth. If you will see the structures of the tooth from the internal to the external aspect, that is the pulp, dentin, cementum, and the enamel. Now you see here, this is the pulp, this is the pulp, this is the pulp, and this is the dentin, this is the enamel. This is the pulp, dentin, and the enamel. Now, what is the pulp? Pulp is a pulp of the tooth is a soft gelatinous tissue which occupies the pulp cavity, which occupies the pulp cavity. Another is the pulp is the well supplied with the blood vessels and the nerves. Dentin, I told you this dentin form the bulk of the teeth and covers the pulp. It is hard and the yellowish white in color. Another is the enamel. I told you this enamel is the hardest tissue of the body that covers the dentin of the crown. Dentin of the crown. Another structure is the cementum. This cement is covers the dentin of the tooth, and the root of the tooth is firmly attached to the alveolus by a vascular layer of connective tissue that is called periodontal membrane. That is called periodontal membrane. You see this one, this layer is called the periodontal membrane. Called the periodontal membrane. This one. This is called periodontal membrane. Now, first is the incisor of the ox. First teeth is the incisor of the ox. So, in case of the cattle, the jaw present the Nasognathes type of the teeth. It means there is a different shape and size in the both jaw. Incisor are absent in the upper jaw. In place of the incisor in upper jaw, there is dental pad. In lower jaw, there is 8 incisor. In lower jaw, there is 8 incisor. So the incisor of lower jaw are arranged in a crescent-like appearance. You see, this is the crescent-like appearance. So this incisor teeth is appear like a crescent-like appearance. This crown is the white. The incisor teeth have crown is the white sharp shovel shape structures. You see, this is the shovel shape appearance of the incisor teeth. So these teeth have the labial surface and the lingual surface. You see, this one is the this one internal one is the lingual surface, and that outer one is the labial surface. Outer one is the labial surface. So you see, this is the shovel shape incisor. You see, this is the shovel shape incisor. In incisor teeth, crown is the somewhat shorter than the root. This is the crown. Here is the neck, and this is the root. And below the root, there is minute one foramen is there. That is the for the passage of the blood vessels. That is the apical foramen. That is the apical foramen. So root is the rounded, neck is the distinct. You see in the incisor teeth, this root is the rounded. Root is the rounded, and the neck is the very distinct. And the term is used for the incisor teeth is that this central one, first incisor is called the central incisor. This first incisor is called the central incisor. Second incisor is called the first intermediate teeth. Third incisor is called the second intermediate teeth, and the last incisor is called the corner incisor. Is called the corner incisor. So incisor is the central incisor, first intermediate, second intermediate, and the corner incisor teeth. So canine teeth, in case of the cattle, these canine teeth are absent in both jaw. Corner incisor may probably work as some sound is coming. Kindly mute your sound. Corner incisor may probably work as canine tooth. Another is the cheek tooth of the ox. Cheek tooth of the ox. So I told you this cheek tooth is formed by the premolar and the molar teeth. So there are three premolar and the three molar in upper and the lower jaw. The size of cheek tooth is gradually increases from the first to last cheek tooth. First premolar is smallest. First premolar is smallest. The crown are four-sided first except the first cheek tooth. The masticatory surface is not flat but irregular. Masticatory surface is not flat but irregular and show the prominent enamel fold, that is the infundibulum. So cheek tooth of the ox is a complex type of the teeth. It because it have the infundibulum. Now you see the cheek tooth of the ox. Here is the molar, here is the premolar. You see the molar. In the molar there is two infundibulum. In the molar there is two infundibulum, and in premolar there is only one infundibulum. So you have to remember in the molar how many infundibulum, in premolar how many infundibulum, and the how many roots are there. Now in the ruminants, the section of the infundibulum visible on the occlusal surface, that is almost in crescentric in outline. Crescentric in outline. You see, this is almost crescentric in outline. This is almost crescentric in outline. So this infundibulum is filled with the cement, as I told you. Upper premolar, I told you upper premolar have one infundibulum and the three roots. You see, this is the premolar, this is the one infundibulum and the three roots. And the upper molar, here is the upper molar. This upper molar have two infundibulum and three root. Here also three root, and the difference is that there is two infundibulum. There is two infundibulum. So the crescent shape structures of the infundibulum of the upper cheek tooth pointed towards the buccal surface. Pointed towards the buccal surface. What I am telling, you see, this is the concavity of the infundibulum. This concavity of the infundibulum is towards the buccal surface. Towards the buccal surface. This surface is the lingual surface. This surface is the lingual surface because it faces towards the tongue, but this concavity is showing the opposite surface. So this surface is concavity of the infundibulum. This is towards the buccal cavity, buccal surface in the upper cheek tooth of molar and the premolar. This is the differentiating feature you have to remember. You see also, this is the upper jaw, and you see this is the concavity of the infundibulum. This is the concavity of the infundibulum. This is towards the buccal surface. Here is the lingual surface. Here is the lingual surface. Here is the buccal surface. So this concavity towards the buccal surface on the upper jaw. Now in the lower premolar, if we are talking about the lower jaw, lower premolar are irregular. First premolar is the very small and has the simple crown and usually without enamel fold. Without enamel fold. Second and third premolar have two vertical enamels fold. So first premolar there is no enamel fold, that is no infundibulum, but in second and third premolar there is enamel fold is there. Here difference is that enamel fold or infundibulum is the concavity of the infundibulum is towards the lingual surface, but in the upper jaw that is towards the buccal surface. This is the very important things regarding the differentiating features. In the upper jaw, this is towards the buccal surface. In lower jaw, that is towards the lingual surface. The lower premolar have the two roots, and the lower molars have the two infundibulum and the two roots, and the infundibulum concavity is towards the lingual surface. You see, This one is the lower jaw. You see, this one is the lower jaw. You see, this is the concavity. This is the concavity. This concavity is towards the lingual surface. This concavity towards the lingual surface. This one is the infundibulum. This one is the infant. You see this one. This one is the infundibulum. 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 Here is infundibulum. So this infundibulum is towards the where? Towards the lingual surface, but in upper jaw, this infundibulum, concavity of the infundibulum is towards the buccal surface. Okay. So this is the dental formula of the ox, sheep, and goat. Almost are the similar in all three species. There is deciduous 0/4, 0/0, and the 3/3, that is incisor, canine, and the premolar. If you will see the permanent form, so incisor is the 0/4, canine 0/0, premolar 3/3, and the molar 3/3. Total number of the teeth, that is the deciduous, is the 20, and the permanent teeth, that is the 32. So this is about the teeth of the ox. In next classes, we will discuss about the teeth of the horse, dog, and the other species also. Okay. You have any question regarding this?
No.
I think your examination is by 11th.
Yes sir, 11th को anatomy.
11th. ओके और उसको सेम डे में हम लोग वाइवा कर लेंगे सेकंड हाफ में.
यस सर.
है ना, 6 मार्क का वाइवा है. ठीक है.
हाँ सर.
हाँ, उसको सेम डे में हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे. देखते हैं कितना पड़ता है. सारे लोगों का तो शायद पॉसिबल नहीं है एक दिन में, है ना.
सर वाइवा का सिलेबस अलग होगा या इसी में